I think I know what I did. Y'all excuse me. I know I erased the video from yesterday, but I'm gonna redo this one. I might redo this one and start it over. Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hey, y'all just give me, I'm gonna redo this one. I'm gonna restart it. Then I just watched one of your videos. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. Y'all just give me a second. Let me restart this one. Then I'm gonna be right back. I might just let it. I might just let it go. Whatever. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy God by 2009. I got another good one for y'all today. As always, just trying to get this little thing to be straight. Y'all just give me 1 second. I apologize about that. I'm coming right back. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat room. I might have to switch this over, y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me switch this thing around right quick. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat room. I'm just switching everything up. I know y'all like, woo, that was, y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. I'm still in here with y'all. That's better. That's so much better. Y'all make sure y'all like the video as y'all into the chat room. Make sure you like the video as you enter the chat room. I appreciate all the love. And this video is going to be real deep because I told y'all, like, it's been a lot of stuff going on. You know, your boy been going through a lot. I apologize about erasing the video from yesterday, but I've been going through a lot of stress, been having a lot of turmoil. But at the same time, I appreciate all the love of my supporters, and I never want y'all to feel like, you know, I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate all my supporters. And I decided to dig real deep and do a video about, you know, a lady worth the wait. And what now I'm gonna go into that. Just let me set up everything like I always do. But I'm gonna go into. I got a real good. This was gonna be a real good one for y'all, and I'm gonna redo the one from yesterday, probably later on tonight, tomorrow. But I love y'all, so I gotta do this one. Because I told y'all, I realize a lot of times when I'm very stressed out and I'm feeling very burdened and very very much in pain. I feel like, using my energy constructively is the best, it's always the best options. So y'all give me a second, but this one's going to be called Lady Worth Her Wait, Lady Worth the Wait. And just give me 1 second, I'm going to go right into it. I'm gonna let y'all give y'all a chance to dwell on that. Dwell on the title for a minute. It's called Lady Worth the Wait. And when if you're a Scorpio, are you dealing with a Scorpio, you already know where I'm heading towards. You know, a lot of people want to know, why is the Scorpio man single all the time? Why does Scorpio man be in their 40s and 50s and not married? Why do Scorpio men, even when they have children, they're still not married? Why do Scorpio men seem like they dodge, are apprehensive about relationships? Why Scorpio men don't trust people? And this is going to answer a lot of those questions. So Let me get everything set up. Make sure you like as you enter the chat room. I'm gonna make sure I speak to everybody. I'm just giving everybody a little time to come in. Hey, what's going on, Serene Joy? What's going on, Mercy L? What's going on, Susie? What's going on, Carolyn? What's going on, Sky 11 Hook? Please make sure you like as you enter the chat room. Thank you so much. Because a lot of times, because we so mysterious and so quiet, and we really don't try to make any, answers for people. I'm trying to make people really understand us. I'm gonna make this clear because a lot of times it just make it seem like we just being very antisocial or we just don't want to be bothered. But it's deeper than that. Even by me, you know, going through my ups and downs and going through my situations, it's as I start to learn, as I started to evaluate not just myself, because once you can self-evaluate for a long time, but once you start self-evaluating, especially when we Scorpios, when we look at ourselves, we start to look at everything around us in the same way. We know that we got to be in tune with ourselves, but we know we got to be in tune with everybody around us, and we realize that a lot of times that everything when you talk about committing to a relationship, everything counts, everything is, and that's a lot. Your time is a lot because you can't get that back. You can't buy that back. You can't rewind that back. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think they got all day. They and this is one reason why you'll see a Scorpio, why we'll look at people crazy, why we don't deal with a lot of people, or even if he deals with you, if he deals with certain people, he deal with them for a short period of time, or to the point where he breaks away real fast, is because we can see a person for who they are. Just like I told y'all yesterday when I talked about the deep dark depths of the Scorpio man, we see what a person is, we see who they are, we see exactly what we dealing with. Because we understand, as much as we love a person, don't get it twisted. As much as a Scorpio might love you, he's not going to be blinded by his love. We're not the type of individuals that blinded by our love. We will go up and over and beyond, but we see when people don't have the same energy. We see where their heart is. Once as a Scorpio man, we look real deep into it to a person. He's going to look real deep into you. That's why when he first comes across you, he's going to ask you questions and he's going to evaluate you. He's going to see where your heart and soul at, because it makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? Now you understand. I understand when Smokey said you better shop around. You really better shop around, because a lot of people not going to have your best interests at heart. A lot of people not going to really. They say they love you, but they not going to really mean it. A lot of people don't understand what we mean by by love, and how deep the meaning is to us and what it means to us. We have a whole different meaning for it. When you talk about Scorpio being next to you and comparing that, it's like it's not really too many that can compare to the way how loyal we are, how trusting we are, and how much we put up with, how much we deal with, how much we give and how much energy we put into it. That's why you'll see a Scorpio once he been in a bad relationship. And that's why I tell people that are with a Scorpio that's been in a bad relationship, that's been in a bad circumstance, to be patient with them, because it's hard for us to get over that stuff. Because I told you, when we put energy into a relationship, or when we choose somebody to be in a relationship with, we try to build everything. We try to build it on a solid foundation. We try to build it on trust. We try to build it on love and everything. But if you're not showing those characteristics, if you're not showing them the same loyalty, if you're not showing the same trust, it's not going to go the right way. He's not going to stick around. And a lot of Scorpios, we learn that, especially when we in our teenage years or in our 20s, we realize that from trial and error. And that's why a lot of times a Scorpio, we know what we dealing with when we dealing with the different people. We know what we dealing with in today's time. We know what we live in. We know what times we living in. We know what what is considered the norm, and we know what a lot of stuff is going on today, and we realize a lot of it's not right. And the Scorpio man, we're not the type that to bow down to anything, and to you know just settle for anything. A lot of people just settle for an individual, because one thing about us is we've been through pain, we've been through horrible situations, we've been through hellholes, we've been through all types of mayhem in our life. So a lot of times when you talk about dealing with us, we look at a person very seriously. We look at a person very seriously, and we look at a person very unbiasedly. We are not biased whatsoever. But if you're not genuine, if your heart is not loving, if you had that self-absorbed, you know, uh, you know, blockheaded, selfish personality, is not gonna work. We gonna want to distance away from you. We want to get away from you. Make sure I say hello. What's going on, my boy Wayne Jasper? What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat room, please. Make sure y'all do that for me. I appreciate all the love. Y'all do not know. Your boy been going through a lot. Your boy has been going through a lot. And one thing about us as Scorpio men, when we are in situations and relationships, a lot of times you'll see the Scorpio man stay away from relationships for a long time, because we already know if we choose the wrong person, we know how draining it could be. We know how energy absorbing it could be. We know how chaotic it can get. We know how much it can take out of our life. We know how much it can take out of our time. So a lot of times a Scorpio man will avoid relationships. A lot of times we will avoid commitment, because it's hard to find that person. It's very hard to find an individual that has that same trust, that has that same honesty, that has that same realness. Because when we real with somebody, we real all the way. We don't play around. We don't try to beat around the bush. We don't be fake with nobody. We not shallow type of individuals. And we know it's a world full of shallow people. It's a world full of shallow, especially the world that we built on today. Is like a lot of times the man is not going to be appreciated, and we understand that, but we're not going to settle for it. We still not the type of individuals that settle for less. We know there's a woman out there that appreciates a real man, that wants a real man around, that wants somebody to love her, because we know what we bring to the table. That's why a lot of times when we walk away from people, and when we leave relationships, and when we break up with people, we know that we know what we're dealing with. We know what type of energy we put into the situation. We know what type of love we put to the situation. We know what type of we know what's out there. When you're dealing with a Scorpio, he's gonna know. He knows exactly what's out there. You got to understand. When you're dealing with us, and you got him. I'm not saying if he all messed up and all unloyal and crazy or whatever. But if a person know when they got a good person around them. A person know when they got a good-hearted individual around them. A person know when they got an honest person around them. People know. Some people, they get ahead of themselves. They take it for granted. They really take love for granted. They take people for granted. They take your time for granted. And that's one thing we realized is enormous to our life. That's everything. That's basically your life. So when you sharing your life, if we're gonna share our life with somebody, we're gonna share it all the way. If it's a person that we're gonna feel even 10% apprehensive about, we don't even try to sugarcoat it. He's not gonna be the type to try to look around it and beat around the bush. We try to bite our bullet. I'm not gonna lie to you. One thing about Scope, we will try to work with people that we really love, because we are extremely loyal. A lot of times we put too much time into situations that we shouldn't even put our time into, or deal with people we shouldn't even deal with, because of our loyalty. We don't know how to be any other way. We stick it out even when it's a living hell, even when it's against our better judgment. And that's why we don't put ourselves in them situations. That's why you'll see the man with 5 kids that's never been married, or you'll see the man that's the Scorpio that's 40 years old, that has no kids, that's never been married, because we know that sharing your energy and multiplying with people is serious business. We know that sharing your energy with somebody is serious business. If they're not on the same page with you, it's gonna ruin you. It can destroy your spirit. It can destroy your mind. It can destroy your social life. It can destroy everything around you if you're not with the right person. Because once you mix them energies, you mixing them, it's too late. Hey, Latoya 47. Hey, Joy Overton. Hey, Corliss Vance. Hey, Carolyn. Let me see. My boy Wayne Jasper. And y'all make sure y'all show some love if you can. Make sure you donate if you can. And I'm doing this for my boy Joey from Canada because he asked me to do a joint about he said what he said he like 49 years old. He said he didn't mind me telling some of the stuff he like in his 40s, and he want me to explain, you know, because he said people ask him why he's single and he's in his 40s and why he never had any kids, and he want me to do a video explaining to people why Scorpios are a lot of times single, why Scorpios are apprehensive, why Scorpios take our time. Because we evaluate people, we trying to see the heart and soul of that person because we give everything. That's why we try not to jump into situations. That's why we try not to show too much, you know, too much attention to something that we're not going to really put our energy into. That's why we look real deeply into an individual. We want a woman that's loving. He's when a Scorpio, you talk about with a woman, a Scorpio that a woman, a Scorpio, when a Scorpio is looking for a woman, let me write that. Y'all give me 1 second. When Scorpio is looking for a woman, he is, looking for a woman with trust. He's looking for a woman. I told you he's gonna look for somebody with the old school values. He's gonna look somebody that have love in their heart. You got to understand this. And this is a lot of people don't understand. That a lot of women don't understand. They be like, I'm not used to a man being so stern with me. I'm used to being spoiled and having everything my way. I'm used to blah blah blah. And most guys fall out for me. Most guys bend over and kiss, try to kiss up or try to get in good presence with me. But we not those type of individuals because we know at the end of the day, we all are equals. You a human being just like we are. He's not going to be the type that's going to bow down to you. The way we look at a person with appreciation, we look at a person for their heart, their spirit, her characteristics. You know what I'm saying? If you can be bad to the bone and sexy and all that, stunning, whatever, think you all that in a bag of chips. But if your heart and your spirit is full of hate, if your attitude is toxic, if you always negative, if you everything that come out your mouth is negative, everything that come out your mouth is repeated from television, everything that come out your mouth is about you, is about complaining about you and how we don't want to be with that. We don't want to be with no self-absorbed, blockhead that don't know the heck what she want. We want a woman that has love in her heart, a woman that has calm in her heart, a woman that has stability, a woman that has. And then I'm not talking about just the material. I'm talking about mental stability, spiritual stability, because she could have a trillion billion and still be spiritually discombobulated, and she could be no more separated from the Most High than you know a dog on the street. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you got to be careful who you pick up, and we are very careful who we pick up. We take time to evaluate them, and even after we took time to evaluate him, don't mean it's gonna be always in there, because once you start getting comfortable, you don't think because you're in a relationship with us, that we start building a relationship with you. Don't start becoming complacent. Don't start becoming beating yourself on the back. Don't start getting to the point where you start becoming, you know, you think you got it all. You think you got it like that because you have some type of physical appeal, or you feel like you look decent, so you whatever. Don't think that you're gonna start becoming complacent, start becoming passive aggressive, start becoming negative, and think we're gonna stick around because we've been around you so long. No, he's gonna kick you to the curb like a kickball. He's gonna kick you to the curb and keep it moving. We cut people off so suddenly, and people need to understand this. We cut people off so suddenly and so quickly is because they start getting so ignorant, they get so ahead of themselves, they get so nasty, they get so wicked, and they get so two-faced that we don't. It's too much for us to even go into detail about. We know that we wasting our time. We know that they that's their permanent. Most of the time is what they are. Especially if we've seen it multiple times, we know that's what they are. That's what they're gonna be. They're not gonna change, and we just cut it off. We don't care if we had our fifth. If we just had a 50th annual anniversary. We don't care if all the kids there. We don't care if Aunt Susie came from Georgia, and rode 50 miles in a minivan. If you start getting to the point where you show it and it hits us at that wrong time, we will walk out and cut you off completely. We will not want to talk to you. We will get rid of you. He will not want to deal with you. He's not going to talk to you. He's not going to make it so you can talk to him. So if you get to the point where you start feeling yourself and he still got some open contact with you, you better appreciate that and better understand you are blessed, because most Scorpios will walk out and cut you off in a heartbeat. They will leave you standing lonely by yourself with nobody, with no reasoning, no nothing. It's a reason, but they're not going to give you the reason, because it depends on who you are and how you played the situation. Is most of the time we're not going to explain it, because most of the time it's self-inflicted. Most of the time the person that we cut off have done everything they could to ruin the relationship. They done everything they could for us to cut them off. So we don't feel like it's no reasoning. It's no reasoning. A lady that's worth the love. It's one thing about Scorpio is a lot of times he will observe you. A lot of times he will take his time, because we know that it takes more than a couple months in a couple of dates. It even takes more than a year or two sometimes to get to know a person, to get to really get the inside and the heart and soul of a person. And one thing about us is we are unbiased. He's not going to go by your past. He's not going to go by certain things and this and that, but he's going to go by what you show him. He's going to go by what you present to him. Just because you had a bunch of bad clashes, we definitely going to hold our eyebrow to that, because if you always had bad clashes in your relationships, eventually it's going to come to the conclusion that you're not a relationship person. You're not good with relationships. You don't really need to be in relationships. Everybody wants love. Everybody, needs love, but a lot of people don't deserve it. A lot of people don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even love themselves. So how can they love you? How can they appreciate you? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Scorpio. We look at, we want a lady that's worth our time, a lady, because once he open up to you, lady, anybody that's in a good Scorpio relationship, they're going to tell you, we going to open up to you. We'll share everything to you. We build with you. We'll bond with you. We'll be real with you. But we don't want nobody that's going to be no fair weather friend. We want somebody that's going to be with us like this, that's going to be real with us, somebody that we can turn and look and say, yeah, they there. They got my back. I love this person. I know I can love this person for real. I don't have to sit there and always wonder and be apprehensive about you. I don't always have to keep looking over my shoulder and one day you're going to be there from one day to the next. We not going, Scorpio's not going to deal with that. We not those type of individuals. He's going to cut you off and he's going to leave you. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to deal with that. If you get to the point where you're getting all mouthy, you getting all crazy, you getting all, egotistic, he's not going to deal with you. He's not going to tolerate your behavior, and that's why a lot of times we rather be on our own, because even it was written, it says, it's I forgot exactly what it says, but it says it's better to be on a edge of a house. I forgot the exact words of the word, but I don't like to misquote stuff. But he says it's better to be, in the line. It's almost better to be in the lion's den or on the end of a roof in a thunderstorm than to be amongst a miserable relationship, be in an unhappy relationship, be in an unloving relationship, because we got too much heart for that. And one thing about us is we realize it's better for us to be by ourselves and march on and find somebody that loves us and appreciates us than sit there and bear through it like a lot of these miserable marriages and miserable couples do, and bear through it and sit there and, because one thing about Scorpio, we're not going to sit there and try to make him, he'll go silent before he try to put more harm into the relationship. People could say, oh, Scorpio, he's nasty. They do this, they do that. They're this, they're that. But they got to understand, we're not going to add nothing to the relationship. He might cut you off. He might get to the point where he don't say nothing else to you, but we're not going to sit there doing a bunch of arguing. We're not going to argue with you. Not going to do any of that. We're going to look for the right person, look for that woman. That's why when we finally find that woman, it seems so over it seems so oversaturated and so intense because we've been building up that, we've been building up the intensity, we've been building up that love because we don't share it with anybody. We don't just share ourselves with anybody. We don't just get in relationships with anybody. We don't even call just anybody our friend, because a lot of people don't know how to be friends. A lot of people don't even know how to do any. A lot of people are very delusional. A lot of people don't understand what real love is. Like, don't you realize it's people that done walked out on their wives. It's people that done walked out on their husbands in the altar. It's people that done left they wife and kids to die in hunger and starvation. It's men that done left their wife in her sick bed or on her deathbed. It's women that leave their men on their deathbed, on their sick bed, or when times get hard. It happens every day. It happens every day. But people act like finding a wonderful person, a loyal person, a loving person is like picking apples off a tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, money don't grow on trees, but love don't grow on trees either. You know what I'm saying? You can always make a dollar, but you can't find no love. You can find a dollar real fast, but you can't find love around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to. It's not gonna happen. And there's a lot of people that miserable and don't have that. You know what I'm saying? They can count all they want. They can count up, but they don't have nobody to count on. It's good to count up and get your money up and get your weight up. But if you ain't got nobody to love and to count on, then what is it worth at the end of the day? What did you live for? What was your purpose? What purpose did you serve? What did your life serve except for your own selfish, very selfish needs, your own very selfish indulgence? Because in this world we are already programmed to be self-indulgent and selfish, and a lot of people are extremely selfish. A lot of people don't, and that's why Scorpio, we look and observe people real hard. We look at them with an eagle eye, just like I tell y'all, we go through the eagle stage. We look at people. That's why we look at people. Even if you laughing and y'all having a good time and you feel like you vibing on the first date with the Scorpio, he's gonna look at you like, okay, yeah, we laughing. How? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your grandmother, got some new slippers. Cool. Fluffy the dog, scratched his ass today. Great. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Who are you? Where your spirit at? Are you selfish? Are you loving? Are you disconnected? How were your last relationships? How did you grow up? Were you connected with your father? Were you separated from your father? Were you an orphan? What did you love? Did you have a loving relationship? Do you know how to bond with men? Did you get along with your brothers? Like, we want to know, get down to the nitty gritty. We don't want to figure out, we're not trying to beat around the bush and play around with people. He's not going to be that type of individual. We don't play around. We don't BS around. Y'all make sure y'all show that love. Greetings, love your video. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Mercy L. Felt that one from the heart. I really appreciate it. Thank you if you watched the video yesterday. And like I said, I'm gonna redo the video from yesterday. But y'all make sure y'all catch on to it, and I'll be able to do it later tonight or later this afternoon, because I put so much energy to it. That's why when you see a Scorpio, a lot of times we have an edge to us, a dark edge, because we go through so much. We are, a lot of times we are exhausted because we put so much energy to everything we do. We are tired. We are we go through so much, and a lot of times we go through it alone. That's why it's hard for us to find somebody to share it with. It's hard to find that honest, true person that's gonna be real with us and that's gonna be genuine. It's hard. Yeah, I had my Lakers jacket on, but it's so doggone. I guess it's kind of warm. It's cold out here, so you got the heat on. That jacket get kind of hot. I was trying to show some love, but I gotta wear it another time. I'm gonna wear it one day when I go outside. Maybe I do an outside video. I can wear my Lakers jacket. Um, Let me see. Sky 11, thank you. We all made it second month in 2020. Absolutely, absolutely. Corliss Vance, what's going on? Hello, what's going on? Wayne Jasper, Sky 11 Hook, Susie. Yeah. Joy Overton, what's going on, Joy? What Carolyn say? My friend married, and he's still nervous about trusting his wife. His biggest fear is betrayal. Absolutely, we don't want nobody that's going to turn around and betray us. We don't want somebody that we got to worry about stabbing us in the back. We don't want to worry about somebody that's going to leave us in the dark. That's going to leave us stranded. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave you stranded before we let you leave us stranded. We'll leave you stranded, even if it and when people think about it, when we do it, like, don't think that he do stuff and it don't feel, and it seems like we don't have no heart, or it seems like we don't have, we being mean, but nah, it's because we are, it hurts us very much. It hurts us very much, but it hurts us internally more than outward, because we realize we got to keep pressing on, we got to keep going. We can't sit here and boo hoo because a person put themselves in a situation because that person don't appreciate us. If you do everything you can and you loving as you can, you got to move on. But one thing, it is hard for us to move on because we are very loyal. We are very connected to anybody that we around. We are very connected. We are very down home people. Y'all make sure y'all like. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. It's 40 of y'all in here. Only 27. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Hit it. Hit that thumbs up. That's because they don't know what love really is. A lot of people truly don't get it. Most people think love is something you feel, and it's not. It's a decision. Absolutely. Yes, I love. Yes, my beloved is silent, and I can feel him through something. I can feel him going through something. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of Scorpios are going through a lot right now. I truly feel deep. And we the type of person that will stick with you, even if you've been in bad situation, whether you've been in some type of calamity, we'll stick with you. But who's gonna show that same love in return? Who's gonna stick with us, unconditionally? I'm not talking about because I feel like it today. I'm feeling kind of lighthearted today. I might feel like I got some type of soul today. No, we want somebody that's unconditional, somebody that's gonna be real, somebody that's authentic. We don't want nobody that's gonna be playing around and BSing. Let me see. I think it's common that most water signs to avoid relationships after being hurt because we give so much and love so hard. Absolutely, we don't come to play games. Desiree Hodge, Serene Joy. We because we I've been, hold on. Hey, Callie, calling you out. Hey, Najifi, MK, NWK, MW. I'm gonna just call you MW. Hey, Sha, is it Shalomi? Shalomi. Hiya. I hope 2020 been great. Thank you so much. I hope your year has been great too. Hey, what's going on, Nina? Thank you so much for the love. You're right. I thought it was just us caps that felt that way. What do you mean felt which way? Layai. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Layai. Um, I recently broke off a relationship because I wasn't feeling it in my heart. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, bro. And a lot of times we don't. It ain't an easy decision. A lot of people, if you watch the other videos of other people talking about us, they will make it seem like a Scorpio leaving a person is something that's easy. Something that doesn't take any effort. It takes a lot of effort for us to leave because we love really hard. We stick with a person like for real. You come another piece of us. So it's hard for us to disconnect from that person. That's why we don't try to connect with just anybody. That's why we are very peculiar and very careful when we choose people because we already know that a lot of people come with a whole lot of stuff. A lot of people don't have that same love in their heart. In 2020, a lot of people don't have that love in their heart. A lot of people just do anything and just say anything and just be anything. They don't. It's just no connection, no love, no genuine heart, no spirit in the. Are, you can be as genuine, you can be as loving, you can be as patient with them as you want. But some people they will never get the picture. Some people will never ever ever get the picture. And, I really feel sorry for people like that because they will never really find real love. Especially if you are in a situation where you found a twin flame and you sitting around playing around with it and you didn't take it seriously and you just let it go to waste. You're not gonna find that same love again, and the next time it's not gonna be a person with a golden heart. It's gonna be a person with a black heart, because that's how it happens. Every from every situation I've seen, from the man leaving a good woman, from a a sucky woman leaving a good man. It's like the next person, every time, it never fails. The next person they find always be an abusive person, always be a negative person. It'll be everything that other person wasn't. Everything that you didn't appreciate, you're gonna learn to appreciate it, because that other person's gonna be nasty. Instead of being patient, they're gonna be impatient. They might have all the social criterias on the outside that you look for, but they're not gonna be as loving. You're not gonna feel as connected. The love is not gonna be half as strong. The trust is not gonna be half as there. Yeah, hit me up in the email. Yeah, yeah. Make sure you donate. Hit me up in the email if you're not sure. Um, Make sure you just donate, show that love if you can. I really appreciate it. Are you still talking about this? Geez, every video you do. Uh, hey, Callie, calling yourself. Oh, y'all make sure y'all watch out for these weirdos too. Wow, Callie, you still riding on my Johnson while you watching my videos? That's kind of lame from that. A lot of these weirdos ain't got nothing else to do except waste my time and want to be seen and want to be heard. Such a sad world we live in. See stuff like that. See fake weirdos and haters popping out the place. We get that anywhere. We can go anywhere and find somebody that don't appreciate us, that hate us, that talk about us. We can find that anywhere, but it takes a very special lady full of love in order for us to trust her, in order for us to build with her. Because we seen the wicked people, we see evil people, we see selfish people. We know that as soon as we glance at you, as soon as the words come out your mouth, the actions that you do, we already know uh, where your soul lies. We already know what type of person you are. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all watch out for these trolls and weirdos. If you see anybody saying anything weird, do not hesitate to get rid of them. Do not hesitate. You feel like they being weirdos, get them out of here. Get them out of here. Sometimes Scorpio man take a lot of times, like days not texting me when it's okay. If you don't want to talk to me, he say, no, I like you, but he is not texting me at all. And I don't know if he misses me. See, absolutely. I understand where you're coming from. It's a lot of Scorpios like that. It's Scorpios individuals that's like that, because we gotta take time to get to understand and fill ourselves out. But me, as going into my Phoenix stage, I learned to really, try to open up, be open, try to communicate. And that's the crazy thing. When we try to communicate with people and try to open up, people start to shut down on us. But when we start to shut down on them, and we people look at us crazy, people look at us as the evil person. When we shut down and don't want to reach out to you, once you start being a certain way, a lot of people get upset. Hey, Isha, baby, what's going on? He's very quiet. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. Callie calling yourself. Oh look. See, this all these weirdos. Thrift. Hey, thrift babe vintage. Yeah, I understand. Try to reach out. Yeah, email me. Please email me, because I understand exactly where you coming from. Please email me, MW. Y'all, please email me. Show me that love. Donate if you can. Hey, Lynette Secretful. Hey, Mova. Thank you so much. I think everyone deserves love. A lot of people don't know how to maintain and nourish love. Absolutely, you got that right. And we see that from the beginning. If you're not a person that's very caring, that's very loving, that has a nourish, that's very nourishing, then it's not going to be anything there. It's not going to be anything to live off of. And one thing about Scorpio is we build off other people's energy, and we try to when we bring that whatever you bring to the table, we multiply that. Where if you bring your heart and your spirit and your good attitude, we're gonna increase that. You're gonna bring that out. But if you don't bring that to the table, if you don't have no love in your heart, we're not gonna stick around. Yeah, 2020 is I'm here. I'm here. I'm definitely here in 2020. Is treating me, but I don't know how it's treating me so far because I've been taking love for granted in the past. Now I learned to never take love for granted until I experienced the opposite of love. I didn't cherish love fully, but now I do. That's wonderful, Serene. See, you got maturity, you got a mindset that's worth a relationship. You see, you the type of person that's gonna be ready for love. Somebody that don't have that attitude that think they got everything, high and mighty, they never gonna get it, and they're gonna end up by themselves forever. Let me see. He can get it more in depth. Thank you, Isha, baby. Hey, Maria, but uh, uh, I can't. Do you have an email? Just email me. I'll put my email in. But I love y'all. Just understand when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, he's gonna take his time. He's gonna evaluate you. He's gonna see if you're a lady worth the time. Is you gonna be a lady worth the love? Is you gonna be a lady worth that energy? Because if you're not, don't waste your time and don't waste his time because we are very golden hearted. We are hard and we are hardcore. We are masculine. We are rough. We do have dark edges. We are mysterious and yeah, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, we do have big hearts. We do have a lot to bring to the table for relationships. We do bring a lot. But if we don't find that, we will remain single until we find that, and we won't. We're not the type of individual that's going to settle for dog for a dog relationship. I call it dog relationship because is heading towards is nothing good about it. You know, it's just there. A lot of people are living in those type of relationships. Great conversation. Great. Thank you, Carolyn. I really appreciate it. Because a lot of times we don't feel appreciated and loved by the people that we put energy into. You know, uh, and that's why we a lot of times we back away. That's why a lot of times we cut it off. That's why a lot of times we go our own separate ways because the love is just not there. The love, and even if it might have seemed like it was there, a lot of times it's not there. And it takes a special person. It takes a person with affectionate heart, a loving heart to understand us. If you a hard-hearted person, don't come around us because you're not going to intimidate us. You're just going to irritate us and make us do something crazy, that we can't take back. I end up hurting you. You know what I'm saying? So don't even try to put wool over eyes. Don't even try to play that game with us because he will leave you. Don't pat yourself on the back and beat yourself on the back too fast because he will leave you in a heartbeat. Um, but we were a teenager. Let me see. Let me go back because y'all tell me some good stories right here. Um, will a Scorpio stick around if they don't like a person, like the person they are with, or will they cut it off? If it's a situation we don't like and the person we don't like, we would try to see if we've been around. It depends on how long he's been with you. It depends on how good the relationship was. Because if y'all have a lot invested in it, we will try to hold on to a certain extent, but at the same time, we will cut it off in a heartbeat. He can hold on to it as tight as holding your baby's hand over the edge of a building. But as soon as you bite our hand, slap our hand, brush our hand away, we will let you fall where you fall. We will pick just like I said, the eagle picking the goat up wherever. If he can make you soar in the sky, make you feel like you 100 feet tall. But if you start getting crazy, he will drop you from 100 feet and let you fall from grace, let you fall slowly from grace. Yeah, it's different ways you can do it. Yeah, Nina know how to. Nina definitely know how to do it. Or will they cut it off? Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much, Wonders Love. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. My Scorpio man has been distant. He has been renov renovating his office and hasn't had time for me. We haven't been intimate in over a month. Should I fall back? No, you should just let him know how you feel, because it's important to let him know and open up to you. See, that's one thing about us. Is like, that's one thing that might make us as more mature Scorpios get mad at the other Scorpios, because especially if we are in a place where we going through stress and stuff. It's like appreciate the, like, that's what I don't understand, man. Even not just the other person. A lot of people just don't understand love. They don't understand loyalty. They don't understand trust. They don't understand that. They don't get it. They just don't get it. It's just it's some frivolous thing to them. It's just like whatever. You know what I'm saying? They just do treat it whatever. They show no nourishment. They show no love. They show no kindness to it. A lot of people treat their pets and their animals better than they treat their lovers and people they supposed to love and care about. I- How the heck that's supposed to work out? How that's supposed to make any sense? It don't make no sense. It don't make any sense. But people expect it to be this abundance of love coming out of their men, love coming out from men, from that woman. Period. If you don't show no love and you don't show no care, you don't show no nourishment towards your partner, how you think it's gonna go? Where you think it's gonna go? It's gonna fall to the depths, and it's gonna turn to dust because you don't care about it. It's just like a plant. If you're not ready to work on it, if you're not going to water it, if you're not going to nourish it, it's going to dust. It's going to shrivel up to dust. So understand, when you're dealing with the Scorpio, understand you're dealing with a man of much heart, a man of much seriousness. You know, my Scorpio man is distant. Yeah, yeah. You make sure, Quinley. Yeah, make sure you email me, because you already know, Quinley. You already know the protocol. I shouldn't even have to tell you, Quinley. You know you gotta hit me up on that email. Thank you so much, Wonders Love. I thank you. I really appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's see some. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all into the chat room. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, and make sure y'all like. If you haven't watched the last video, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you support it. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry about racing the video again yesterday. I've been so stressed out. I've been going through a lot, but I love y'all. I appreciate all the support. I had to do something and leave y'all with something. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've been going through so much. I really appreciate all the support. I really do. You know, if I didn't want to seem like a big soft wuss, a big wussy wuss, I even seem like I'm faking. I'd be emotional. But I love y'all. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. Because sometimes it gets, any Scorpio can tell you, sometimes it gets hard for us to even fake a smile. It's hard to even fake a smile sometimes, because it seems like every time you try to show love and try to open up, it seems like you always get pushed down. It's always seems like you're getting brushed away. So it's always seem like you get pushed down, just for anything, even giving the effort and putting all your effort into anything. It seems like, we always got to go through the climb the mountain, you know what I'm saying, with our hands and feet. When it comes to a Scorpio, we go through a lot of stages of growth. But one thing you have to realize when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, that we want a woman that's, worth the love, a woman that's worth the time, because We are very serious and we very wholehearted people. So don't take it for granted. Just don't take it for granted and understand this is why Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio men stay single for a long time because we don't want to waste our time. We don't want to put ourselves out there in order to get ripped apart because we give too much. We have too much to give. We have too much love in us to give, even though we have this bad reputation, for being this way and being that way. It has reasons. It's not for no reason. A lot of Scorpios that you have bad issues with is because of experiences with people with toxic energies, people that didn't love them, people that didn't care about them, have turned them bitter. And a lot of Scorpios, we rather, before we become bitter, we rather avoid the situation altogether. Y'all make sure y'all like. I see 42 of y'all Scorpios show and give love deeply, and we want the same in return. Absolutely. That's all Wayne Jasper said. And on that note, I'm going to end it on that note. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Big kiss to everybody. Thank you to all my moderators. I love y'all. And like I said, I've been going through a lot. I really appreciate all the love. It's really been hard for me, but I thank y'all so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you to all you. Hey, what's going on, Miss Princess? What's going on, Mary Jane Princess? I know you it though. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you just watch it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I appreciate it. Pound Star, my boy Wayne Jasper. Y'all make sure y'all show some love. Donate if you can. Hit me up on the email. I love y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you show comments. I love reading your comments. Let me know where you from. Let me know what side of the world you on. Put your flag in the comments. I love that. I see y'all later. Peace out.